What's up guys, today we're taking a look at some 1v1 gameplay and we're going to highlight the top 5 tips that will make you a better 1v1 player in Rocket League. What's up guys, I am Controlled Pairs, this is Controlled Pairs Gaming, and thank you for tuning into the video. So tip number 1 to make you a more effective 1v1 player in Rocket League is understanding that it is you against the world. In 1v1 more so than in any other game mode in Rocket League, it is all on you to make the right decisions, because you play every single position and you are responsible for every mistake and every success. It's all your fault, so if you get frustrated, it is all on you. Let's take a look at this short clip in order to decide exactly what I mean by it is all on you. So we start off with the ball traveling down the field, and then I make a play on the ball in order to cross it into the corner. Because I'm playing every position, traditionally someone would be there to cross the ball for me. However, I myself move to the corner in order to cross the ball to the center and then make the play into the goal. Traditionally, I would only be responsible for playing one position, but in a 1v1 more so than any other version, I have to play all 3 positions myself. For our next tip, we're going to talk about kickoff. A kickoff mistake in a 1v1 match will get you scored on, plain and simple. So understanding that the key in kickoffs in a 1v1 isn't to win, but it's just not to lose is key to your success. And what I mean by that is it is imperative that you don't overcommit or make a huge mistake on a kickoff that can get you easily scored on, like the clip you're watching right now. Instead, it's important to understand the strategy that goes into a kickoff. It's like a rocket-powered rock, paper, scissors match, where principles are foremost. Those principles are like this: make sure to hit the ball square in the center whenever possible. Always hit the ball at the exact same time or after your opponent, and don't overcommit. You want to hit the ball square in the center so that if your opponent hits it anywhere, you make sure you don't go flying off of the ball in a crazy direction and the ball stays at least locked into the center position of the field rather than traveling down the pitch towards your goal. You want to hit the ball at the same time or after your opponent, because at the same time as your opponent will cause the ball to go absolutely nowhere, and after your opponent will cause you to be able to push the ball down the field towards your opponent's goal. However, hitting the ball before your opponent could risk the opponent making a play to take a shot on your own goal. Now, never overcommitting is imperative. A lot of people tend to burn all of their boost on the kickoff and then do a double tumble into the ball, only to fly off the ball and end up flying all the way down the pitch. In 2v2 or 3v3, this might be acceptable because your teammates can cover your mistake. In a 1v1, this will get you scored on every single time. Now let's move on to the third tip. That is dribbling. Ball control is paramount in a 1v1. Check out this clip, where I win this kickoff by making sure I hit the ball squarely at the exact same time as my opponent, and then I use ball control to steer it into the goal. Now, whenever you're dribbling, you want to make sure not to roll or tumble. If you do that, you're actually going to push the ball away from your car and lose control of it. Instead, use your boost to get underneath the ball and then nudge it left and right as needed in order to make sure you can control the ball while you're dribbling. The way to get good at this is just to go into free play and practice until you can move the ball easily around the field. Now the fourth tip is bumping. What I mean by that is when you're controlling the ball either by dribbling or pushing it down the field in some other way, bumping will allow you to move the ball off of the pitch and over your opponent or around your opponent. In a 1v1, you only have to beat one man. If you bump the ball before your opponent makes contact with the ball, it'll give you the opportunity to capitalize on his mistake by scoring while he is traveling down the field. You can also bump in the corner, on the ramp, or in the open pitch. Try to chip the ball rather than roll into it in order to get the ball airborne and actually over your opponent. In the goals you just saw, I use bumping to actually score. Now in my fifth and final tip, let's talk about speed. In a 1v1, speed is key to victory. We maintain speed in several ways. When the ball is in flight and there is no risk, you have an opportunity to drive around the map and get boosts so long as you have ball cam on or the ability to flash back to it to make sure your opponent isn't getting an advantage on you. In addition, you don't always have to use boost to get to a supersonic speed. Instead, do a double tumble forward and achieve that supersonic speed so you can conserve your boosts and travel more later. Finally, maintain your momentum by landing flush with your direction of travel so that you maintain your speed and don't have to use boosts or a tumble to get back up to speed. This will allow you to make more aggressive plays and keep you in the game when you make a mistake. I hope you enjoyed these tips. If you're interested in checking out other videos similar to this, check out that video on the right, which is a 3v3 strategy breakdown that I developed. If you're interested in learning more about my channel, click on the video on the left. It's an explanation of exactly what I do here on YouTube, and it'll tell you all about how I believe that gaming is about incredible moments, and this channel is devoted to helping you find those moments and sharing my awesome moments with you. If you enjoyed this video, show the love by subscribing to the page and leaving a comment below. Until next time, this is Controlled Pairs, signing off.